Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Burley, creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using ambient light rejection technology gain. We're doing time 12 today. Putting my movie chairs down. All right, so got a few interesting things to talk about today. I am going to be making a very big decision in my theater room. Yesterday, I was showing off over on Facebook. I was showing off uh, the projector setup that I actually have projected on the ceiling. And after watching the demonstration a few times, I decided that I'm going to be painting my ceiling pretty soon. I'll be painting it with black technology. After seeing that display yesterday, it looked pretty cool, but like I said, without that black technology, just can't pull up that image that pops. So I decided to, because keep in mind when I build the canopy outside, winter time's going to come soon. I'm not going to be out there on the deck that much, so I'm not going to get a chance to see that over top screen display. And I thought I came in here and did a demonstration here, ceiling, but like I said, the ceiling's white, took away a lot of the color, a lot of the contrast was just gone. And I thought to myself, you know what? I should just paint the ceiling black. So, as a much consideration, I'm going to paint the ceiling black. The entire ceiling is going to be coated with black technology. So how's this going to work out? Well, as you can see, there's my projector stand that I built for my projector. That is actually running an NEC projector right there. NEC short though projector, 10,001 contrast, which really doesn't make a difference. And I'm going to be running that through the computer here. And all this crazy cable you see down here is the cable that's upstairs. I'm gonna do a better job. I'm just right now just running cable through, but I'll do a much better job than this where you won't see it. But for right now, I'm just running it through to do the test run. So let's have a look and see what the test run is going to look like. It's going to look even amazing once I get the ceiling done all black. And I may do some LED lights. I may do some LED lights around the tracing area just to give a little bit of a soft glow to push it off a little bit. So right now we're running our windows up on the ceiling. So let me start this demonstration right here. So you can just get an idea of what it's going to look like. And I got another video playing in the background. It should be on the screen. Now my lamp is supposed to be here today for my projector. It's supposed to be here today. So I'll get a chance to install that in. Now, of course, I'm not going to be using that kind of bright effect. I use dark effects because everything that hits that, well, actually, the problem you have here, like I told you before that, when you're dealing with a white light that hits it, it's going to reflect everywhere. It's going to bounce off the walls. It's going to bounce everywhere. Once that ceiling is painted black, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's going to absorb all the light in the environment that's going to come off that projector and hit that screen. You're not going to see any white edges bounce off anywhere. Of course, we've done this before already. And I can have my lights on too. On top of that, I can turn my lights on. I can look at my screen at the same time. Yeah, let me back a little bit so you can see a little bit more of this from this distance. Get a better shot of it. So I still got to measure out the screen. Bring the screen back a little bit. I'm going to do, there's a shift on this projector that allows me to shift the screen back and forth. So I have to move it here in the center. And then I'm going to letterbox it. There's a letterbox option on this projector where it actually expands out and covers most of the ceiling. And then I'm going to have to come in here. This is going to be a paint job, roll-on job. So I'm going to have to cover everything in plastic because I don't want anything dripping down. The floor is going to have to be covered. All this, the screen's going to be covered. This has to be covered. Popcorn machine has to be put out here. Sofa has to be covered. Curtains over there have to be covered. All that has to be covered just to do a ceiling. It's a lot of work. But once I get done, it's going to look pretty cool. This is going to be an interesting ceiling to paint because it is much higher than the basement. I did this already doing a basement screen, and the basement ceiling wasn't that high. I could literally reach up and just touch it. This is a little higher than my basement. Now, keep in mind, if there was crown molding, because I have crown molding in the living room, if there was crown molding in that area, I wasn't going to paint that screen. There's no way where I'm going to paint near any crown molding. But there's none at all. So this is an easy area for me to coat with that black technology right on the ceiling. It's just going to give such a beautiful image. I cannot wait to do this. And for those of you wondering about the stand, oh, this is what happens when you turn the lights on too. Bam, washes out. So you have to have that black technology up there. See how our screen's pulling off an image with no problem with the lights on? And now look at the ceiling. Washed out. That's why you have to have that black. That's why I need that black technology up there. So this is the stand that I built so I can set my projector inside and allow me to be able to push an image right up onto the ceiling. I've done this before. Last time I did this with the view side. Tonight, I was in there. I was talking about this today about getting an Epson projector. So I'm on eBay looking for an Epson projector, and lo and behold, I found an Epson. I had one before. I sold it, which I shouldn't have sold it. I had an Epson 420W. That's a short throw projector, factory refurbished, which I like. Those are the ones I like because I don't got to replace the lamp in it. Lamp is already replaced in it. So don't have to worry about that. So that right there, I already ordered. Next week on the 14th, my Christie 505 should be here. Ready to set up for that. Got to order some more plastic because now I have to cover everything in this environment before my thing scares I start doing the ceiling. I won't be doing you won't be seeing that demonstration me painting the ceiling in. I'm not going to do that one. That requires a lot of work and a lot of concentration. I just want to get that thing painted and done. I can tell you one thing. Frog taping it. When you paint your ceiling, you want to make sure you frog tape right around the edges, as close to the ceiling as you can get. You want to frog tape it. And if it helps, put some plastic down because you will drip. It's going to drip and hit the walls, just to let you know. It's going to happen. So what you want to do is as you put the frog tape in, leave a little up so you can put a piece of plastic underneath of it, line it all the way around. That way you can drape down the plastic and boom, cover your entire environment. The floor, tape everything down, treat it like a crime scene because no matter how good of a painter you think you might be, you will drip and splatter something. So you don't want to damage your wall. So it's gonna be a nice clean edge of a black screen up there, which is gonna be pretty cool. So can't wait to get started with that project. So yeah, yesterday I was doing a demonstration I was doing yesterday. Actually, I was doing this interesting demonstration. I got to come over here because it has to stand a certain way so you can see the screen because it's so big. So I have to come over here and it's not bright, isn't it? All right, so let me see. Let me go pull out that. Oh, this one's pretty cool. I haven't seen this one in a while. Let's see if we can bring this one up. Of course, we always got an ad here somewhere running. Let's get that someplace. Skip the computer and throw a Chromecast underneath of it because in that way I can just run it right off my phone. And then I can put in autoplay and just keep it running from there. Because I could easily just Chromecast it and be done with it. Because my projector over here is running off Chromecast. That's why you don't see any cables or nothing running around. That's Chromecast. It's all running off Wi-Fi. So I think what I'm doing, instead of having this computer hooked up to this, I'm just going to Chromecast the back of it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, see, all this is supposed to be black. What you're seeing right now, the background, is all supposed to be black. You can't see it because the ceiling's white. That's why. You'll see a huge difference. When that black technology goes up there, you're like, oh, I see. Yeah, it's all supposed to stand out. You can't see that correctly. The color and all that is supposed to explode off the screen. It's supposed to be bright and vivid, but you can't see that. I showed something pretty cool. Something really cool. Somebody sent me a link last night. A customer sent me a link, and it was actually pretty cool. I'm going to show you this link this guy sent me. Pretty cool. I was checking it out. Virtual windows. It's pretty amazing. Let me see if I can figure out exactly. I got to go all the way back here because I got to hit my whatchamacallit, my bar. I got to go all the way back to hit that. You got to see this. I think it was called a Windows screensaver. Let me have it here on my have it over here on my PS4. And here last night, looking on the PS4. trying to get my stand to come up a little bit. It's a little short right now. I don't know why. I gotta bring it up a little bit more. Sorry about that. The camera's moving back and forth like that. There's my screen right there. Look how beautiful those colors are. Beautiful, bright, vivid colors right next to a window. I love that. You can just sit right next to a window. Early in the morning, just watch my screen. All right, so let me see if I can find it on here. That was a cool. Here we go. This is what he was showing me last night. So we can bypass some of this real fast. Is that cool or what? That's not the one I like. The one he showed me, this is the one I like right here. I like this one much better. It's like having a window outside. So let me see, what are these called? Because they got another one here. It actually looked like it's rain coming down. That's what I'm looking for, because that one right there, I really like that one the most. Let's see if we can track that one down. Should have got the name of it before. Oh, that's interesting. Winter Scene. That one later on. I want to see that one they have the raindrops. That was really nice. Just got to remember who had the video. What are these things called anyway? Morning relaxing. Let's see. See if we can figure out this. Look at this one right here. I might use this one on the deck. Not that. There we go. That right there. I'm gonna use that on my deck tonight. If I have my curtains the same as those curtains and just drape them over, I'm telling you, it would look freaking cool. All right, so let's see if we can figure out where I saw that very interesting video. See if I can find it. It would be like me not to save it, and I should have saved it because it was really cool. It just had this crystallized water. It was just amazing. I'm thinking, oh, that would look cool for a video demonstration tomorrow. And here it is, I cannot find it. Let me see. I know if I put something else in there, it's not going to bring it up. All right, I'm going to have to go through search because I wanted to do it for the ceiling demonstration. All right, let's just pull it, see if we can figure out and find it through here. Found it by accident, can't find it now. Ah, thank you. Just trying to find that one video with the raindrops. I think I loved it. Oh my goodness, man, it was so freaking cool. It was actually like rain was literally like if you had a glass ceiling and rain was just forming on top of it in huge puddles. That's what it looked like. It was really cool. All right, I'm gonna have to dig this up the hard way. Let's see if we can go in and figure out. See if it has it anywhere in anything I was just watching for a few minutes. Oh, that's recommend. We already did those already. Is this it right here? The raindrops? I think this is it right here. It should be in this category. Hopefully we find this thing. If not, I'm just going to click on the raindrops and see if that just basically just opens up another area where we might be able to find it at. So I'm just going to go back. Let's see. Sometimes one thing leads to another thing. Oh, Oh, something told me I should have sat there and screenshot that freaking title. Like, oh no, I'll find it again. It'll be really easy tomorrow. And now can't find it. I think it's best to listen to your when your little voice starts talking inside your head to tell you to do something, just do it. I'm not trying to think about snow right now, but it just shows you when I do demonstrations, I don't plan anything. It just goes as it just goes. I don't plan anything. But I literally thought I was going to be able to find this last night, no problem. Raindrop screensaver relaxation display. I'd be surprised that it brings it up. Oh, there we go. It did bring it up. Ha ha. It actually freaking worked. It's a bunch of random words to see if it would dig it up. And it actually worked. There we go. I thought that was so freaking cool how that looks. Now I just got to project that on the ceiling right now. All right, so what is this called? It's called Gentle Rain Sound on a Window. Yeah, like I'm typing all that crap in. Let's put down rain on a window. All right, so you just stare at that. I'm just over at the computer. I think rain on a window. Why are you just looking at the rain? Sorry about that. I found it. It's okay, so. Instead of typing and all that, heck, I'll just put it just rain on a window. So all I gotta do is type and it says rain on a window and it brings it up. Now see, look. See the difference here? All right, and you see the difference there? You see how blue the rain looks over here? How realistic it looks? And over here it looks faded. It's supposed to be darker than this. This would be a nice dark blue. This is here. Let's lay down on the floor so you can get a better effect of this. Just grab me a pillow. You can lay down and look at this. Man, my back is freaking killing me today. Oh. Okay. There we go. That looks freaking cool. That I do like. Just do the entire ceiling. Keep in mind, I had this in 16:9, so that's why it has that thin look to it, but this projector does letterbox. So letterbox is like full, but it's kind of like, it's like a little more, what's the word for it? More boxy than full. It covers the entire ceiling. The only problem when you use letterbox is the fact that you just can't go into your overhead menus, like, excuse me, opt out of your page, because you have to go to the mouse and hit back and go to that option because it's no longer there anymore. Because it just completely makes the whole entire thing disappear. But this is freaking cool. I love this. So I guess the project is going to start this Saturday when I start painting the ceiling. Yep. So about the yawn, people. I was at 4 o'clock in the morning. Right now, running the extra cable through for the network cable for outside, and my brackets will be here today. Of course, it's raining today, so I still got to install the screen while it's raining outside because it needs to be done. Then I have to coat it. I have to put the brackets in and coat it so we can get all that set up. So this is just going to be something, because this projector right here, I can transport it back and forth if I want. I can take it out back, or I can bring it in, you know what I mean? So it's lightweight, I can just bring it back and forth.
or just build two stands, but I'm too lazy to build two stands, so we just keep the one right there and just bring it back and forth. It's only from here to there. Hop and skip. That looks pretty cool. Let me put the vortex in. You got to see the vortex. The vortex is pretty cool. That's what made me change my mind and just consider just painting painting the ceiling. Because that vortex demonstration was pretty cool. I'm bouncing all over the house, am I not? All right, so we gotta go over here and grab the mouse. Over here, let's see. We're gonna go over to exit right there. So once I put letterbox in, you can't see any of that. Let's go all the way to the top. We got the window there. And hit that, and let's put in 3D screensaver. I try to put nothing in with a lot of flashing strobes in it because some people do suffer from seizures. So I'm picking something very lightweight, very light. It's not gonna mess with your head too much. Put in 3D screensaver. Let's see what pulls up. Let's see what we get in the screen. 3D screensaver. The matrix looks pretty cool. The 3D matrix looks really wild. Here we go. This is trippy. And there's not a lot of flashing on it, so trust me, I don't have to worry about that. But we're going to have to lay down for this one because this is the only way you can view this. It looks pretty cool. Ugh. Tell me that's not sick. Ugh. That's what made me change my mind. I was like, yeah, I definitely got to paint this ceiling black now. Watch out for the flashes. If you have any problems with flashes, turn your head. Now, once the ceiling is painted black, it'll add more depth to it. You can't really see the depth to it because the ceiling's white. All this in the background, that's going to be dark black. It's going to pour out a nice, it's a kind of 3D effect. Oh, this is what got me started on it. Definitely going to coat this screen with all 12. Well, not screen, the ceiling's going to be done with all 12. Yep. Let's do the matrix. Ah, mouse is over here. Where's the mouse at? The matrix. Oh, I forgot. We gotta be over here. I keep forgetting the screen's here. I'm so used to going over there by the keyboard and having the screen there, but the screen's not there. The screen's on the ceiling. All right, so we're gonna go over and do, let me see. This real quick. Let's scroll down. Let's see if we can bring up the matrix on that side. I know it's here, I just saw it. All right, let's go back. I'll go back. Where am I going back here? I gotta go back up here, check this out. So I have to go back and that button. So we can go back and then we can go pull up the matrix. Let me see. Let's see if we can find it. Should be in here somewhere. Wouldn't that look cool in the ceiling? Oh. All right, where are you? I just saw the matrix. Oh, the pipe works definitely look amazing on the ceiling. That would look amazing looking upside down. All right, we're gonna go track down that one. I just saw the matrix a few minutes ago. Let's throw this in real quick. Let's throw some live fish. Oh, I'm backed up into my bag of trash over here. Let's go over here. Show the fish.
on the ceiling. Like I said, it's a very easy stand to build. It's best, if you're going to do this, it's best if you do this with a short throw projector. Ultra short throws don't work well, and long throws definitely don't work well. You have to do it with a short throw projector. Now, we've done these before because I told you before that when I was showing the demonstrations a long time ago. I was showing them in my basement. That black technology we had stuck to the ceiling, we painted to the ceiling. We had like a storefront that wanted to install. They had projectors installed in little corners here and here, little smaller projectors, and they were basically knitting all these projectors together to make this image up on the ceiling. And they wanted us to develop this black technology that would pretty much basically allow them to put all the lights on and be able to produce an image up there with no problem whatsoever. So that's where that came from. Let me see where I just took my mouse. And I'll show you some videos that go back to around, I don't know, about 2 years ago we were working on this stuff. But like I said, it's supposed to be a 3D paint, but the 12 does the exact same thing now. Let's see if we can find. Oh, there we go. Is that 3D matrix? Is that the 3D matrix? Oh, okay, I'll just bring that one up. It should be able to dig up the matrix also. If there's another one on there, it should be able to bring it up. The 3D version of it. I just want the 3D version. 3D version of the matrix. It's pretty freaking good. I love how you want something, but you can't find it. It'll be right there in front of you, but you just can't find it. I need the 3D version of it. It'd be pretty nice to show off. Let me see which ones they have on this one for this category. If we have the 3D version of the Matrix. There it is across the screen right now, but you got to see the 3D version. Looks much better because it stands out much better. See if we can find it. Of course, always happens that way. I can never get exactly what I want. So let's go track it down. I saw it right there. Right there, staring me in the face. It's okay, there's the 3D version of the Matrix. Then when I go to look for it, not even there. See if we can track it. All right, there we go. We found it. There's one to be found. Let's go back over. And let's scroll down. There it is. That's the one I want right there. That's the 3D version of it. All right, let's go to the floor for this. And then we'll stand up and do it. Now you see all the areas that are coming up gray? That's supposed to be black. Kind of feels like you're trapped in the Matrix, doesn't it? I like when they do the the funny videos where they said, you know, if the Matrix is running off Windows 95, can you imagine if the Matrix was running off Windows 95? That'd be a freaking nightmare. Oh my goodness.
It looks much better if you have it on black, which I'm going to pause this for a minute. Pause it for a minute. Rain's driving me crazy over here. Let me see. I need to come out of here for a minute. Take this out and go in to put in. Yeah, the rain's driving me crazy. I'm trying to figure out where my controller is at so I can turn that off. That's driving me a little nuts. Let's put in 3D. I don't know, 3D. Why do I have this over here? I need to bring this over here. Me. Let's see. 3D. Let's see. Let's put this one on. And let's get this thing turned off because this is driving me nuts. Where's my controller at? See the difference? It's supposed to be black in between its lines. Oh, can you imagine me doing this? Once I get all this done, can you imagine me doing this in a dark environment, just all matrix just running through here? Oh, it's going to be insane. Yeah, I like my projector lamp. Hopefully my lamp gets here. And the cool thing about it is, like I said, because it's basically part of the lamp, the light from the projector is pretty much hitting part of the screen, but it's actually the screen's absorbing the light. It's absorbing any light that's coming off the projector. That's why you're not seeing it overshadow anywhere. So the light that's reflecting off of it, it's coming up, it's running off the side of this screen. You just don't see it. The screen's absorbing the light. So I should be able to knock this out. Let's see, the tape job is pretty much going to take, probably no time at all. I say 2 hours, I should be able to knock this off. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably paint this live because pretty much a lot of you would probably like to see me paint the ceiling. So we're going to do this live. So keep in mind, I won't be doing any talking on camera. I'm just going to paint it and be done with it. That's how fast we can blow this bad when we get done. Keep in mind, it's going to be a one coat application because that's all it takes to just cover a ceiling. It's just freaking one coat and you're done with it after that. And if I choose, I can watch a movie off the ceiling. Let me show you what we got today. Yeah, this is the cable running through. It's just for the time being. It's just so when I can hook up my relic projectors. And when I get done, I'm just going to get a wheel in here so I can just roll it up and just bring it back in. That's all it's for. That's about it. Yesterday, didn't realize that I unplugged my phone, my internet phone, and it wasn't on. I didn't realize that. So if you made a phone call and can't get through, that's why. Also, too, like I said, I have several Epson projectors. So I have short throw, ultra short throw Epson projectors right here. And these are just some of the other ones here I just have right there. So I decided to go in and buy another Epson. And someone had one on sale. Ooh, sun's coming out perfect. Someone had one on sale for $139. An Epson 420W. Now the 420, is a 410W and it's a 420. The 410 doesn't have HDMI. The 420 does have HDMI. I used to have one of those. I had one that was factory refurbished, brand new in the box. I got it from somebody for like 250 bucks. I was lucky to go in and get another one. I just hit this thing. I was lucky to go in and get another one for $139, but it doesn't come in any remote control. But I want it because it's just going into a stand. I'm actually going to build a stand for it and just use it for just ceiling projection. My sheep.
Sheepy, sheep, sheep, sheep. This is what I love about having the screen over the monitor. I can go. So I may take the screen downstairs and bring it up here. I had a 100-inch screen up here. It doesn't go well. Once you get 100 inches for using for basically for work, it becomes annoying because keep in mind, if you're doing emails, you got to go all the way to one side to see exactly what you're writing over here. You got to swing all the way over here to see what you're writing over there. Basically, I just keep it at maybe like 50, 60 inches. That's mostly about it. Maybe just 50 inches at the most. So 50, 40 to 50. That's it. So my lamp is coming in today, and it's coming from. We're not supposed to see that. My lamp is coming in today, and it's coming from Taiwan. Don't even ask me why it's coming from Taiwan, but it's coming from Taiwan. When I checked the merchant, when I was talking, actually not talking to him, emailing the merchant, in the listing it said it was the United States, Walnut, California. That's where it's supposed to be coming from. But apparently, when I was trying to check the tracking number wasn't coming up under any shipping carrier. Something like DHL, has been a DHL. Wasn't coming up any there either. So I had to contact the merchant and say, hey, look, can't find your tracking number anywhere. What carrier are you using? And basically, eventually, after 2 days, I got a tracking number, and that tracking number showed when I checked the shipping, it went through Taiwan, Hong Kong, it went through a lot of places before it actually reached LA. So keep in mind when this box gets here, and I'm sorry I had to do it this way, but I'm not unboxing this thing in the house. I'm not going to do it. I'm taking it outside, putting it on a stand. I'm installing my projector outside. Clean everything down, put the mask on, the whole 9 yards. The more areas to transfer through, the higher the risk you could basically get something can hit you. So no, I'm basically installing that thing outside. And yes, I'm wearing gloves, mask, the whole 9 yards. All right, here we go. This is what we got today. Yay! We got an Epson projector 420 short throw. Got it right there. What is the price we paid for it? $139. Full tax, $146 or $48. So this, like I said, the bargains are on here, man. You just gotta find them. I bump into them all the time. I come on here and I find them all the time. I hope this works. But then they said it's 13 hours on the lamp. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not something I'm really gonna be changing. I'm not gonna use it on my main projector. Usually I only swap out lamps on projectors I'm going to be using all the time, like the short throw downstairs in the theater room. I'm going to run that thing every day. Right now, the projector I have right now, my Grizzly, that has been on since yesterday. Since yesterday. This is how hard I run my projectors. That projector has been on since yesterday. When I did the video yesterday, it's still on. I haven't shut it off yet. Eventually, I shut it off around, I'd say around 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I shut it off. The PS4, all that's been running. And then I fire it up again, probably around, depends if I get done, probably around 2 or 3, I'm done. And I'll fire it up again, I'll just start watching. It'll run all the way through again. So if I tell you it takes a while to blow up the lamp, trust me, I know, because I leave my projectors running all the time. This one actually always stays on. Unless the projector goes into freaking standby mode, then it just basically cuts off after a while. Sorry about that. And this is the projector I'm waiting for right now. I'm still waiting for my Chrissy, the Chrissy right there projector. I'm still waiting for that one. That's on the 14th, so that's going to be definitely coming in. This is the fellow I ordered the lamp from. Still waiting for that. That's coming, supposed to be here today, so we'll see when it gets here. I hope it works. Fingers crossed, because that projector downstairs gave me a bit of a nightmare because I could not jack. All right. Actually, I made a bit of a mistake yesterday. I apologize. I said that the Sharp cost me $18. The Sharp didn't cost me $18. Not the Sharp. The Sharp cost me $49. The Mitsubishi 800 lumen cost me $18. So, where is the Mitsubishi at? Let me see. That's a Sharp. There's the Mitsubishi right there. That right there is 800 lumens, 600 lumens, 1,000 lumens, 1,700 lumens is the in focus. This one right here is 800 lumens. This is 1,100 lumens. This is 1,000 lumens. Surprisingly, this is better than that one. That right there is 900 lumens. So today I want to do a demonstration where we're going to take, I should take the 800 lumen because that'd be even more fun. But we're going to do the 9. So we're going to do 900 lumen versus the Christie projector downstairs because they came pretty close, really close. We're going to sync those. So I can sync one on the PS4, which will actually be the Christie, and this one actually requires an adapter. So this one's going to go to the PC. We're going to sync them. 900 lumen and a, oh, there's my screensaver popping up. 900 lumen and 900 lumen projector and 4000 lumen projector. That's what I do. Okie dokie. Oakley dokley. I gotta fix that projector over there. I need to order the lamp and finish that projector off. It's been sitting there forever. It's been sitting there for about a year. I gotta finish that thing off. I gotta get the lamp for it. I never got around to getting the lamp for it. So we have that coming in. So that's gonna be next. Getting that other projector, and I gotta figure out what to do with it because I don't have enough short throws here. I have the one over there on the floor. That's it. I think it's the only short throw I have here in the house. So I think the second one. And I don't have any I do have Epsons, but I don't have an Epson short throw. I got Optima. Something else I'm missing. It's another projector missing. I need a better version of a BenQ. I do need to get a better BenQ in here. I don't care if it's 720p, I just need another BenQ. Oh, look at that. We got the beautiful skies there, and we got the whatever. It just caught me for a minute. So this is the one I have to turn around and I have to get the new lamp for. I can't believe this is a short throw. I still can't get over this as a short throw Christie. Turn this off. Only thing, the beautiful thing about the Christies too is if the projector, this is the only projector I can use for this setting. The only one, because the Christie projectors, the heat blows out to the front. It doesn't blow out to the side, so I can sit right here. No heat blows on me at all. This one over here, which is a short throw. Well, actually, I got two short throws. I forgot I got the Christie. Over here blows heat out from the side. So let me show you how that stand's built. You're probably curious how was the stand built. So it's coming here. It's come out of this all together. No, I didn't know how to spell matrix. That's what that's standing there for. So I'm like, do you know how to spell matrix? Like, no, I didn't know how to spell matrix. That's there. I don't hide anything from y'all. I don't hide anything from before. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool or what? Space. The Fronto Frontier. These are the stories of Star Trek Enterprise. To boldly go where the man has gone before. All right. Let's come out of this one. Can you imagine watching Star Trek on the ceiling? It's going to be freaking interesting to mess with this. I just pull my recliners all the way back and just watch TV off the ceiling. All right, so let me come out of here. Where is my menu to come out of this thing? Oh, yeah, I'm all the way in. I am literally all the way in. I'm probably somewhere. Wow, I'm over here somewhere. So I gotta kind of guess what I'm doing here. This is interesting. I gotta trace my mouse all the way. I gotta turn my projector off. I don't want to shut it off the hard way. So I'm gonna have to bring my projector over a little bit. There we go. Make the screen a little crooked so I can see how to come out of this menu. There we go. See, it was right there. I couldn't see it. And I gotta be upside down and over to do it because it's hitting part of the wall. Just bear with me. I want to go through a little madness on how to do this. Or should I be sitting on the floor, which I should be doing. I should be on the floor to do this. Okay, this is better. But then I'm upside down. Good gracious, man. All right, I should be good now. I should be able to do it. All right, gotta come out of this menu. This is the back. Where's the front of it? Let's see. It's the bottom. What the freak is this all about? Trying to exit out of here. Okay. There we go. Now I'm back in my menu. And I can turn this off. Okay, that's better. Because I don't want to turn off my computer and damage my my computer. The stands are pretty easy to build. And you have to make it so when you build it that you got to make sure you don't cover your airflow, and you have to make it so the projector comes in and out of the stand. Now I'm going to coat this stand again, which is just basically has a little sloppy paint job on for right now. But I got to coat it again with a form of protection, like a kind of a weatherproof primer, which I already ordered the paint. I'm just going to spray paint it with a weatherproof primer, so that way it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. I'm not going to have it sitting outside, but you know, just in case. I do leave stuff outside all the time. Oh, let me turn this off. Ugh. So right here, I made it so I can get to the option buttons right here, power button over there, and if I want to go over here and I want to switch back and forth to changing the focus, I got access to that. It's kind of like a magazine rack. We're at Amazon, pretty much cheap. This is basically just to protect the corners and stuff. Just get a nice look to it. There is the other side of it. Just got one peg going up to hold it in place, and at the bottom I built these. This is actually like pieces of wood cut over and over again, like little stacks of wood cut over and over again. Just basically just drill those together and then put these sides here and here just to make it look a little more better. You know what I mean? You want to make it look a little bit more, I don't even look fancy or anything, but you just want to make it look a little decent. So just connect those here and there, and then underneath here just left a big enough gap so I can basically run the cables or any form of HDMI or peripherals to the bottom. And if I want, all I got to do is just basically just grab my projector. Let me stand up for this one, or just get on my knees for this one. I want to take it out and swap it out for maybe the other projector should fit in here quite well. Well, let me first things first, let me make sure I got room to be free from my cables, but that's it. Ooh, that kind of landed kind of hard, but I didn't break anything, thank goodness. And there you go. This is the stand right here. Very easy to put together, very lightweight. Tough people like, where did you come up with these ideas? I keep telling you, God. No one wants to believe me on that. No blueprints, nothing. Just built it out off the top of my head. All my ideas come from God. So, like I said, really easy to put together. Just multiple stacks right here. Just cut these. All I have to do is basically just set the projector on a piece of wood first to see exactly if the piece of wood is wide enough for the projector. Just set it on top first and just build around it. I literally just built the screen around it, measured the pieces of wood and built it around it. But as you can see, very easy to put together. So, no, it's a sloppy paint job, but like I said, I'm going to spray it and coat it anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. I say, why build a stand when you can make it yourself? That's not the first one I built. Actually, I have a stand that I built that allows me to hang a projector over the side of a deck and produce an image on a screen laying on the ground. I'll show you that one right there. I'll bring that one up. I built a couple of these things. That one was actually designed for Alright, so you can see it for yourself. This one was designed for the laser projector. Right here, this is one I built for my laser projector. So take this and slide this off the edge of the deck. Like this. Alright, so say I wanted to slide this off the edge of the deck. I can slide this off the edge of the deck like this. Say this is our deck right here, right? And I can take my projector and I can stick it right in there, and I can project an image downward and put a screen on the bottom area. Now this was designed for a picnic table because I was planning to put a picnic table down there, and I was going to get a piece of thin plexiglass, drill it into the picnic table, and we were going to coat the opposite side of it with black technology. So what I could do is, let me go grab the projector, because there's only designed the two different projectors. One was an Epson, and the other one was a laser. Laser might have been a bad idea, because if you look, you would call it. So let's get that laser projector upstairs. I'll be right back. I forgot I made myself tea and forgot to drink it. Alright, so we'll show you. So this stand was made for the laser projector right here. Casio laser projector. It's a stand I built. Alright, so what we do right here is the reason why we have these hooks right here. Sorry about that, you can't even see the hooks. The reason why we have those hooks right there, because these hooks would basically connect to the side of the deck. So this would hang off the side. These holes would drill down into the deck right here, here, and here. What is that? And then see these little areas right here? They actually allow me to run cables that would connect to the front of the deck to keep it anchored. And then what I would do is I would take my projector, let me bring it down to eye level, so you can see. There we go. I would take my projector here, that would have right there, and I would slide it right here. Now, there is a piece here and a piece here. That's to hold the projector. The projector's lens is going to push through here. So, all I would have to do is take it and disconnect it. See? Right there. Easy, big, easy. That's it. All my buttons are at the top, easy for me to get control to, but I had this all on remote control, so I didn't have to worry about that at all. And that was it. And then if you look at it from here, bring it around so you can see it. There you go. Didn't block the remote control right here, so allowed me to have the remote control to be free so I can actually operate it from the front. And I didn't have to worry about blocking any of these. It does not require any form of heat at all. It doesn't push out any kind of heat at all. So these things are very easy to build. It's kind of like designing your own cradles for your projectors. So if you got a stand, like I said, they don't have, usually they couldn't find a stand that would basically work for the way I wanted it. I built it. Let me see, let me put this one back over here because I still have to get ready for demonstration on this one later on. Some people might say, well, if you stand your projector up, you'll damage it. No, you won't. You won't damage it. You won't damage it. And you're back in this nice little home. Nice in there. Make sure I have my cord in there. There we go. Move those a little bit. There you go. All right. I guess with that being said, I am going to skedaddle. I could have actually stood this up. Now I could have made me a stand that stands straight up, which is easy to do. If you want to make your own projection stand, like in your backyard, same configuration you can use right here, but except for instead of this, I would put, I would actually attach on extra larger pegs. Those pegs you can put in buckets of cement, you know, if you're planning to never move this thing, but you can put it in buckets of cement. It's not going anywhere if you do it that way. Or you can put form of, you can just basically just drop it into the ground and cement it in if you want to do it that way. But there's different ways you can actually build your own stands outside. I just want to make sure you weatherproof everything. If you don't, once that weather gets to it, it'll warp the daylights out of it, and you may not get your projector out of there. Inside of my house for about a year before I actually decided to move it off. I wasn't going to use it anymore. But just showing you the cool different ways you can build different things. All right, so let me get ready because I have to get a few things done for today. I especially start mapping out and getting ready to get all this whole area has to be taped off. So for the next couple of days until the rest of my stuff is here, this area is like a crime scene. because I'm going to have to get everything prepped to paint the ceiling. And then we'll do a lights out matrix demonstration, some other cool stuff, some lights on. And we'll finish off the, today, I'll be installing the rails today for the canopy projection screen. And we'll do a demonstration outside, which is going to be freaking cool on that one. I may install that screen. No. I'm not going to do the lasers again. Lasers actually jack me up. The only problem with this is when I actually had this installed, you had to remind yourself, do not look up. That was it. Or you caught it. Or anybody else caught it was looking up. All right. That's basically about it for me today. We'll be back on probably later on, probably around 4 o'clock. We got to do that side-by-side demonstration. I want to see that 400 lumen Christie projector against that 900 lumen. That came really close. They look just alike, but I'm going to see them side by side. I'm curious on that black technology. So we'll do that one too also. All right, y'all. Be safe out there, and God bless.